Communication is everything. It's only happened to me a few times, but the fact that it's happened means that I didn't follow up enough. One of the worst feelings as a broker is to read an article about a tenant you were dealing with and they're signing a deal that you could have been a part of. It could be that you sent them all the right sites, and it could be as simple as it wasn't the right time. They weren't ready to pull the trigger. But did you communicate? Did you follow up? With a parent, friend, spouse, client, communication is key. Don't make people guess. Say what you want to say. Say what you mean to say. Life is way too short to make people guess what you're thinking. At the beginning of COVID, most of my deals died. I made it a point to stay in constant contact with my clients and my partners. I wasn't there sharing negative news, retail's dying, the mass exodus out of New York City. I was there sharing my game plan, what I thought was best for us to do next. A few years ago, I realized I want to avoid hypothetical conversations whenever possible. Without facts, we're just guessing. I gathered data that would help our growth, our success. That's the information that I communicated to my clients, to my partners, when few were communicating. When negotiating an LOI or a lease, I stay in constant communication with both landlord and tenant. If one side stalls, there's always a reason. It's your job to know that reason. You have to ask the right questions, or you'll just get fed an excuse. Trying to schedule a time for the contractor or the tenant to get through only works for a few days. Past that, the tenant is stalling. If a landlord says they need more time to review financials, ask them specific questions about the financials, or if they have specific questions for the tenant. If a buyer is impossible to get a hold of close to a closing date, it's possible something went wrong with the financing they had lined up. Ask specific questions about their financing. Learn to ask the right questions. What can I be doing to improve on these videos? Call me, text me, email, fax me. I don't care how you communicate, just do it.